What is up, everybody? It's Cobes here, and today I am back with a Fortnite video. In today's video, I will be ranking every single Battle Pass pickaxe from worst to best. So I want everyone to tell me what your favorite Battle Pass pickaxe has been. Was it in Season 2? Was it like the AC/DC? I know a lot of people love that pickaxe, but I rarely see it. Or is it one of the newer ones? Like, it might be for me. But you're gonna have to wait and watch the whole video if you want to see my absolute favorite pickaxe. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. Enjoy the gameplay in the background, and also follow my Twitch if you don't want to miss a stream, guys. Because, you know, I'm a full-time Twitch streamer as of right now. So let's hop into this. So, at my number 13 spot, I have to give it to the Ava for my least favorite pickaxe to ever come in any Battle Pass to ever exist in human history. This thing will always be the worst. I'm honestly excited to see if they can top this one as the worst pickaxe. Like, do you think they'll ever add a pickaxe that is so horrible that it could be worse than the Ava? I really don't know if they can. The funny thing about this one, and kind of the sad thing as well, this is a free pickaxe. It came in the Battle Pass, but anyone could get it as long as you grinded like 30 tiers, 40 tiers, maybe even a little bit less. It's funny how that works though. They add literally the worst pickaxe ever to exist for the free-to-play players. Come on, give the free-to-play players something a little bit better to look at than this garbage. But moving on to my number 12 spot, I gave it to the Lollipopper, and I feel like this one is sort of in the same boat as Ava. They tried hard to make it somewhat creative looking, but it failed miserably. And when something fails miserably in this game, when it's trying to be creative, that's when I hate it the most. Sort of like Flytrap. I hate Flytrap or Tomato Head. They tried hard to make those creative, but they failed miserably. And I feel like these pickaxes were trying to be somewhat creative, but again, they just don't look good. I don't like the Lollipopper at all. I don't really know exactly what they could have done to make it look better. Maybe make it smaller, but still, I don't think I would have liked this one. Regardless of how big or small it was, I think they just should have not added this one into the game. It really didn't fit the design of Season 4 as well, so I don't know why it was in the game. Moving on to my number 11 spot, I give to Sawtooth, and I can respect this one for just being a very simple pickaxe design that it looks good, but it's just not my favorite. Like, compared to all the ones above it, this one definitely deserves the number 11 spot. I think I made a pretty good list, to be honest. Moving on to my number 10 spot, I give it to the Lug Axe, and it's very similar to the Sawtooth in it's very simple. It just didn't work out, or maybe it did work out for its simple design. It just can't top anything above it. So I think the Lug Axe right now is a pretty cool design, very simple. I like using it still. Maybe it's just because it's new. Maybe if Sawtooth came out this season, I would probably put it at the number 10 spot instead of 11, but really these bottom tier spots don't matter too much, I don't think. Moving on to my number 9 spot, I gave it to the Gale Force, and this design is all right, I think. I don't really know exactly why I dislike this so much. It reminds me of the Empire Axe, and it reminds me of the Tat Axe, a very similar design, kind of like a flat pickaxe, which doesn't really make sense to me. I don't understand why I don't like it at all. I think the colors are cool. I guess it's just a flat pickaxe I don't like. I never used this one. I barely used it in Season 4, and I don't think I'm going to ever use it again unless maybe I randomize my pickaxe. But for me, this design just does not work out. It's a little bit better than all the ones below just because, you know, I like the color scheme. I just don't necessarily like the pickaxe look. And holy fuck, guys, I have a bloody toe. I was wondering, like, what the fuck? Why is my toe hurting so much? You know, I'm not going to post a picture, but what? What? Oh my god. All right, let's move on. Maybe I'll post a picture. We'll see on Twitter. Go follow my Twitter. Moving on to my number 8 spot, I gave it to the Pulse Axe, and honestly, all of the Season 2 pickaxes are really nice. I love them all, and I love them all during the time, and I love them all right now. It's kind of odd how that works. So really good job, Fortnite, on Season 2. So the Pulse Axe, it's a very simple pickaxe design. I think the reason I like all of these is because they're simple. They all look like pickaxes, but they're all very clean. And then, you know, the AC/DC is very unique. But overall, I would say this is my third favorite from season 2, but it's still a very good pickaxe. And I would recommend you guys go out and use it if you do have it and you haven't used it in a while. Moving on to my number 7 spot, I give it to the balloon axe. And out of the balloon axe and the lug axe that you get just from the battle pass, I would say the balloon axe is a pretty cool one. It really goes well with Zoe, and I've seen a lot of people using it with Zoe because, you know, it's a pink and green pickaxe, and then Zoe's pink and green as well. Go try out that combination. It looks great. Moving on to my number 6 spot, I have to give it to the AC/DC. Okay, guys? I know a lot of you will fucking put the AC/DC way higher up, but for me, I think it's a really amazing pickaxe design. I think it was spoiled early on because when I first used it, when I first had it, it was so loud that you could not use it. If you did use it, you wouldn't be able to hear any enemies around, and I still think it suffers from that problem a little bit. Not as much as it used to. I think they still could turn down the noise a little bit. I think if a pickaxe is too loud, then it's really not gonna like incentivize you to go out and mine materials, which most of these other pickaxes don't have that problem. I wouldn't say any other pickaxe has this problem except for the AC/DC still. I don't know if they turned it down even more. I haven't used it in a while, but I really love its creative design. I think it's one of the most creative, and just based on looks, I think it's one of the best, especially in Battle Pass, but I'm gonna put it at the number 6 spot. Moving on to my number 5 spot, I give it to Permafrost, and I am super excited to get this pickaxe, but it isn't better than the 5 we're gonna mention later on. I think the Ragnarok pickaxe is great. I haven't used it, but I have seen gameplay on it. I think, honestly, there's one that's a lot better, like a ton better, and it kind of sucks that Ragnarok, you can't change his colors, but if you could, I think they should allow you to change the pickaxe color as well. Maybe a nice red color, a nice purple, a nice yellow even, something different. I think if they did that, the Ragnarok could be the best pickaxe, but I also think another pickaxe we're going to mention later on could be the best as well still. So moving on to my number 4 spot, I gave it to the Axe Caliber. And I think honestly this is the best pickaxe design from season 2 easily. It's one of my favorites. People say it goes with the Red Knight. Maybe it does, but I think it goes with like the Blue Squire and the Royale Knight. Even though, you know, the Excalibur is red, a little bit of red at least, it still goes with them more than it goes with the Red Knight, I think personally. And overall, this is one of the cleanest pickaxe designs in this game. Such a beautiful pickaxe. Like, if you're going for a pickaxe design that looks like a pickaxe and you want it to feel like a pickaxe, I would say Excalibur is the way to go. It's a nice one. Definitely my favorite from season 2. Moving on to my number 3 spot, I gave it to the trusty number 2, and this is the best from season 3. So we have the best from season 2 at our number 4 spot. We have the best from season 3 at our number 3 spot. How else does it work out? I think trusty number 2 overall though is just a perfect pickaxe. When I first saw it, it was kind of weird looking, you know, with the pencil in front, but I got used to the design and I really like it at this point. I think honestly it's super small and it works perfectly, guys. I love the super small or huge pickaxes, and trusty number 2 definitely fits in one of those categories. Moving on to my number 2 spot, I gave it to 2 pickaxes, guys, and don't get mad at me, please. No, I don't care. Get mad at me in the comment section. But at my number 2 spot, I gave it to the Carbide pickaxe and the Omega pickaxe. I think these can be placed in the same boat. I love them both the same. I love the Carbide one for the all blue look, which honestly, I don't know what it looks like, but if I knew the right word, I would say it right here. What does this pickaxe look like? It's such a nice pickaxe, guys. Same with Omega. They have very different looks, but they have a very similar design, I would say. They have very different like color schemes, but very similar pickaxe design. For me, I would say I like the Omega one a little bit more. But Carbide, guys, don't sleep on that Carbide pickaxe. Go out and use it if you haven't used it in a while. I really think it would go good with like Ragnarok if you want to try it out because of his blue design. Go try it out, guys. See if you like it. Moving on to my number one spot for my absolute favorite pickaxe to ever come in the battle pass, and my favorite pickaxe overall in this game as of right now. My all-time favorite. We have the Drift Pickaxe, the Rift Edge. And guys, I don't think this pickaxe can be topped in the near future, if ever. I hope it is. I hope it can be. But this pickaxe, it has that little chain on the bottom, and the pickaxe is actually pink. The pink pickaxe. Say that 100,000 times fast and send it to the garbage can, the trash man. I don't know. I don't fucking know. This one, it's my absolute favorite, guys. Tell me what you think in the comment section. What's your favorite pickaxe? Which one can you not use? Which one do you have to use? Drop a like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications, guys. I will see you later.